Hello students. So in this session, I am going to explain you one of the journal program for BCA student, that is login form. The first journal program, login form. So in the description, I will give the problem statement. You can refer that. Here, the user has to enter username and password. The application has to validate, and if both username and password are correct, then it has to validate, and in the message box it has to display the appropriate message, that is welcome to Visual Basic. Or if either the username or the password is wrong, or if both the credentials username and password are wrong, then it has to display the appropriate error message in the message box itself. So I will start with the application. Select standard exe project, resize the form. So first I will take one of the control called label to display the title of the application, that is login form. Then I will take the next component as frame. The frame is just, it acts as the container wherein we are going to insert our two labels here. First label is to display username, second label is to instruct, that is password for the user. Okay, and here the first text box to read the username from the user, the second text box is to read the password from the user. Just to hold those controls I am using here the frame. Okay, now next I will take one command button, and when I click on this command button it has to log in. Another command button, when I click on the second command button, this command button, it has to clear the contents of both the text boxes. Okay, so it should be clear, the caption should be clear. Then third command button, here I am using this third command button, that is to exit the application, to exit the application. Okay, now insert the first label on the frame here. Then insert the second label, just click and drag here. Okay, then insert two text boxes, click and drag on the frame, the first text box to read the username, then insert another text box to read the password from the user. Now the design part is over. Now the design part is over. Now we have to change the properties. So first I will select the form and I will change the properties with respect to form. The form name I will change as FRM login, and I will change caption as login form. I will change another property called border style, because when you run the application here, just observe here, by default we can just resize this one, right? Either width or height, but I don't want to alter the window size here, so I will set the property called border style and set it to fixed single, so that I cannot change the window size. Then one more property I will set for the form itself. See here, when I run the application here, the form is displaying somewhere here on the screen. I'd want the form to be displayed on the center of my screen. So search the property of the form called as startup position. Here it is, and set it to center screen. You can observe here, center screen. Okay. Now select the next object, next control, change the properties. I will change the name of this label to LBL title, then caption as login form, and I will change the property called alignment and set it to center. And also I will change another property, that is font property. I will just change the font size and style. I will set the font style to bold and size to 15. Okay. Next, I will select the next control, that is frame. So for the frame, I am not changing the frame name. Let the name as it is, frame one itself. So I will change the caption of the frame and set it to blank. See here, the caption will appear here, frame one. It is a caption. If you want to set some caption, you can set. But for this application login form, no need to keep the caption. So I will set, or I will erase the caption and set it to blank. Just uh, it looks like a container which holds these controls, that is two labels along with two text boxes. Fine. So I don't want to change any other properties for the frame, only one property I had changed, that is caption. Then next control is label 2. Change the name of the label as LBL username, then caption as username colon. Then the other label, change the name as LBL password, and caption as password colon. Fine. Next, select this text box and erase the text property and set it to blank. And also I will change the name of the text box and set it to txt username, because it is used to read the username, hence give the appropriate name, txt username. Then select the next text box and set the name as txt password, and change the other property, that is text property, and set it to blank. Next, select the first command button, change the name as cmd, submit, then caption as login. See here, for this command buttons, we can provide the shortcut key. Okay, instead of clicking this command button by the mouse, you can just press the shortcut keys on the keyboard. You can see here, this here in this application, in the menu bar for the file we have the underline for alphabet F, and for next menu, that is edit, we have the underline for alphabet E. It means that this particular menu can be accessed using the shortcut key. For example, this edit menu can be accessed using shortcut key E. How? Alt plus E. Just observe where I will press Alt plus E. See, edit menu is opened. Observe here, next we have tools. For tools, what is the shortcut key? T, because it is underlined to indicate it is a shortcut key. So how to access that? Using the shortcut key Alt plus the alphabet, Alt plus T. Tools is opened. Like that, you can also provide the shortcut key for here. So how to provide the shortcut key? In the caption, you have to write ampersand before the particular alphabet for which you want to set as the shortcut key. So I want to set alphabet L for login, alphabet L as the shortcut. So I will do that is ampersand LOGIN. See, now I have changed the caption to ampersand LOGIN. You can observe here and see the difference here. For L alphabet, we have the underline. It means that it acts as the shortcut key. Got it? Okay. Next, when we start executing, we'll see that. Next one, we have the next command button. Change the name as CMD. Clear is used to clear the contents of two text boxes. And CMD clear. Then caption as clear. Here also I want to set the shortcut key for alphabet C. So ampersand clear. Then next command button, that is name of the command button is CMD exit, then caption as exit. See here I want to set the shortcut key as X, alphabet X. So after E in the caption, after E you have to write ampersand then XIT. You can see here underline is for alphabet X. It means that X is the shortcut key to access this. Alt plus X. Fine. So the design part is over. Now we have to write the code. So just before writing the code, I will just show you. See, write that code. Okay. See here, I will just type here and if you type the password, any string, okay, anything A, B, C, D, E. See here, generally the password will be visible using star character, right? So how to set the characters? See, it is the text is appearing as it is. But if you want to set the star instead of showing the actual characters. So we have the property for the text box called as select this text box first and we have the property called password char. See, this password char is nothing but we can set any character and when we set any character here that same character will be displayed on the text box if you enter any text. I will just set it to star password char and when I run the application now if you write any text on this text box Dharwad DHARWED see here it is appearing in star as star. Okay, and I will change the two text box font also so that it can be visible clearly. So select the text box. I will change another property of the text box. Do remember these properties because you have to list them out. As it is a journal program, you have to list them out in the properties table. So font and size, I will set it to 14. Only size. Okay, not font style. Then for the other text box also, I will select the size as 14. See, GSS SMI. Then Harvard. See, it is appearing as star characters. Fine. So design part is our and also we have changed the properties of the required objects. Now we have to write the code. So first when we run the application and click on login, it has to check, it has to validate both the text boxes, username and password. Then if both are correct, then it has to display the message in the message box. Otherwise it has to display the error message in the message box saying that either username or password is wrong. So write the code for command button, the first command button login. So double click on the command button. See, we are going to write the code for this command button click event. So how to check the username and password? The username we are reading through this first text box and password we are reading through second text box. So already we have studied the various control structure statements or control statements, conditional control structures we have seen. So using that, see, observe here, if what is the name of the first text box, because username is fetching from first text box. If txt username dot text, equal to some value, whatever the username. I will just say admin. If the username is equal to admin, see, it is not acceptable only if the username matched. Okay, both username and also password should be matched. So how can we check the multiple conditions? Using and operator. Logical operators we have studied, that is and or not. So how to write that? And is nothing but it is a operator, logical operator. So what is and? If both the conditions are true, then it will be, the result will be true, otherwise not. Okay, so and we have to check another condition, that is password. So where we are going to read password? That is from the second text box. That is, the name of the second text box is txt password dot text equal to the password, whatever the string. So I will just type the password as admin at 123 double quote. See here, I have written the in double quote because it is nothing but it is a string. Okay, then see here, after if, what is the syntax? If condition, then we have to write then statement. Then okay, now if both the conditions are true, if both the conditions are true, then it has to execute the true block. So what must be the true block? Message box. We have to write the appropriate message in the message box. So message box, welcome to Visual Basic 6.0. 6.0. Then we already discussed the syntax in detail about the message box. So we can add, that is the different icons. Then we can add the title for the message box or different buttons. So now as of now, change the icon and set it to VB information icon. And also I will set the title. I don't want to change the button. Let the default button OK as it is for the message box. I want to change the title here. So how to change? Comma in double quote, write the title. I will just say login successful as the message box title. Okay. So now it is true block. Now if this condition, if this condition fails, then it has to execute the false block. That is else message box in double quote, we have to write invalid username or password. And I will just change to VB critical as it is displaying the wrong or error message. So I will just use VB critical icon and also change the uh, title of the message box to invalid credentials. Any title you can give, appropriate invalid credentials. Okay. Then right, end if. So just observe here, I will just mention admin as the username and password as admin at 123. Admin at 123. And I will click on login. See, I will use the shortcut Alt plus L. See, it is working, the shortcut key. Okay, welcome to Visual Basic, the message box, this information icon, VB information icon, then login successful as the title of the message box. Okay, fine. So it is working. Then if I say or if I type some wrong username or wrong password, I will just say user, and if I type here the same thing and click on login, see it is displaying invalid username or password, and credential, that is title is invalid credentials, and it is displaying the appropriate, that is icon VB critical. Fine. Now see here, when I click on OK button here, the previous, that is username and password is still present, but when the username and password are wrong and when the message appears and when I click on OK here, the particular two text box content must be erased. They must be blank. And the cursor should be pointing on first text box. So just observe here, I will write the code in the else part. In the else part, after this one, after this message box, when I click on OK for the message box, it has to, that is, erase the two text boxes. So what is the name of the text box? Txt username dot text is the first text box, equal to double quote open close. It means that it will become blank, the text box. Next, the same thing for the other text box, txt password dot text equal to double quote open close. Now see here, and also just observe here, I will run the application. If I type some data, some abcd, wrong information, or abcd, if I click on login, see invalid username or password, and when I click on OK button, see both the text boxes are empty now. Okay, but one more thing, when both the text boxes are empty, the text or the cursor should be pointing where the username text box. Okay, so what is the method that we use to focus the object? That is set focus method. So which particular object has to be focused here? That is first text box. What is the name of first text box? Txt username dot method is set focus. Now observe here, when I say admin abcd as wrong password, okay, login, invalid username or password, then okay. Now see here, both the text boxes are erased and the cursor is pointing for the username. Okay, now this is about login, that is button. Next we have to write the code for the other button, that is clear. So double click on the clear button. So what does clear mean? Clear the contents of two text boxes, and after clearing again it has to focus on the first text box. Fine. So when I click this clear command button, it has to do, that is txt username dot text equal to double quote open close clear blank, txt password dot text equal to double quote open close. Then after clearing, just observe here, if I enter something here, some information, and when I click on clear, both the text boxes are cleared, but none of the text box is focused. Generally the first text box, username text box, has to be focused. The cursor should be blinking on first text box. So we can just write the code for the first text box, that is set focus method, txt username dot set focus. Now you can observe here, clear. See, it is both the text boxes are cleared and the focus is on first text box. This is about the second command button code. Then we have to write the code for the other command button, that is exit. So what does exit button should do? It has to exit, the application has to be exited. Okay, so now see here, just observe the code, dim ans answer as string. I will just explain you why I have taken this variable. Then ans equal to message box. See, whenever I am trying to assign the value from message box to some variable, okay, the message box parameter has to be written in parentheses. Okay, so the first string, that is just whenever I click on exit command button, generally in some of the applications it will ask the user for the surety, whether the user is sure to exit the application or not. The same thing here I am trying to design, that is, are you sure to exit question mark double quote complete. So this will be displayed. I will just use the icon, that is VB question icon. It will display the question mark. Okay, the icon. And along with that, I will use see here, are you sure to exit? For this, the default message box button is only OK button. But here I have to give two choices, right? Whether the user is sure to exit or not, yes or no. So I will use the button that is VB yes no button, two buttons, VB yes no. So how to add the button here? The syntax, after this icon we have to type plus, then type VB button name, VB yes no, then comma, I will change the title of the message box as confirmation. Okay, now you have to close the parenthesis. Fine. See, now what does this answer, or what does this particular variable answer holds? It holds the value which button is clicked from the message box. The message box is going to display two buttons here. Okay, the message box is going to display two buttons. See, this variable ANS holds the value that which button is clicked. Among two buttons, VB yes no, we have yes button and no button. So it holds which button is clicked. It is of string type. Now I will, based on the value of ANS, that is which button is clicked, I have to decide whether to exit or not. So just I will write the condition here. Observe, if ANS equal to VBS, only VBS, because if yes button is clicked, then it has to perform something. If ANS equal to VBS, then what it has to do? So unload form name, or what is the form name here? We have the form name as, see, the name of the form is FRM login. Here it is displaying FRM login. So you can write the code as unload the form name as FRM login. Or instead of writing the form name completely, you can just write unload me. Me refers to what? The current form itself, not any other object, the form itself, the current form. Unload me. Okay, if yes button is clicked, it is unload me. Else part in the sense, if other than yes button, if yes button is not clicked, then it will go to the control will execute the else part. What should be done? See, just I will demonstrate here. I will just close this if so that you can understand. See here, when I click on exit, it will ask what? Are you sure to exit? If I click on yes, see here, what code we have written? It will exit, unload me if I click on yes button. But we have not written any code if I click on no button. So run the application. If I click on no button, see, it is displaying what? It is present in the same form. Okay, but I just want to set the focus to the first text box. If I click on no button, the focus should be on the first text box. So for the else case, you can write the code to set the focus. I will just make it as else, then first text box focus can be set using the set focus method. Txt, the first text box name, user name dot user name dot set focus, then end if. Run the application. See here, I will just type admin, next admin at 123 login. Yes, welcome to Visual Basic. Now if I clear, yes, it is clearing and the focus is on the first text box. Fine. If I click on exit, it will ask the message, are you sure you want to exit? Then if I click on no, then it will display the same form and the focus is on the username. If I say yes, it will exit. And if I enter the wrong credentials, something here, and if I try to log in, see invalid username or password, and when I click on OK, the two text boxes will be blank and the focus is on first text box. So this is the journal program for BCA students.